Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Up first, the Myth from the United States of America. And they are the Undisputed champ, coming off a TKO win. And they'll be facing Freight Train from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI Continental title. The last time we saw them in action, they pulled off a very close win.
They have waited for this.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America, Undisputed champion, the Myth. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks trimmed with orange, here is the current Continental Heavyweight Champion, Freight Train.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go for round one. Nice slip to avoid the jab. The straight right just misses. That straight hurt him. Relationship with her coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And now going for the finish. And Freight Train goes down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. And there's There's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
He missed with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Good counter punching. And they got caught. And down goes Freight Train. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nobody home with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. On to the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'm very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got
beautiful counter shot. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. The straight right just misses. Looking to land the hook. And down goes the myth. That punch to the head looks so good live.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the respect.
There's the bell to start round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
At some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And Freight Train goes to the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't got to do it with rage. Did approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright light.
Raise your hand if you... First up, we have the Myth from the United States of America. They are the undisputed champion of the world. In their last fight, they won by knockout. The last time we saw them in action, they suffered a very tough KO. Let's see how they respond here.
This is going to be an intense style.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, undisputed champion, the...
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. So much for defensive abilities. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Nobody home with that hook. The champion is back for another defense. At some point, and down goes Steamboat. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
No rest for the weary. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down. You've got to think.
On to the second round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That uppercut doesn't land. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Beautiful counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. So much for defensive ability. And Steamboat goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You okay?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And that's a knockdown as Steamboat heads to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it.